Welcome back, beautiful beings. It's Denise. Today we're going to be using up scraps and making pocket inserts for small coin envelopes. Today I'm going to be playing with coin envelopes from Dollar Tree. I have small, medium, and large. In the small you get 30, and they're 2.24 inch by 3.5 inch. In the mediums you get 20, which we won't be doing in this video because time escaped me, beautiful beings. And you get 15 of the larger ones. So I'll do the medium and a large in part 2, and we'll do them a little different. Okay, beautiful beings? Okay. I just wanted to share with you what I was doing because I thought they were cute ideas. You just take a little envelope, okay, and you measure a piece of scrap, okay. It could be double-sided, or it could just be one that isn't double-sided. I'm going to do one that's not double-sided because I have more double-sided scrap than I do single, so I'm going to do one with stamps to show you how to do that in case you don't have double-sided. And you just cut out whatever scrap you have and use it for little die cuts that you want to put in there, tags, and then of course papers. And I just cut out whatever matched, okay. And you just put them in for papers to write on. And add to your journals, or you put some cash in there and put them in a birthday card. And you can use this to corner your edges. Okay. You want them round edges. And then I have this one, again for round edges. Right. And then, of course, you're going to need a little puncher. And I think this is like a 1/2 inch punch. I don't know, it's a really tiny one just for the little circles for your flap. Okay, and then of course more scraps. I just thought this was a great way to use up your scraps. Okay, and then again, die cut scrap to make a little tag. And I'm not putting nothing on them. No lace or trim until I decide what book I'm going to be using them with. Okay, then if you want to get all fancy and you have a lace corner punch, you can use that also on your little flap that you're going to put in here, and you can make pockets. Again, use up these scraps or if you have ones that are decorative, use them up. I just wanted everything to match, and you make little tuck spots, okay, and pockets. Okay, and even put the little circles on there. Just an idea I want to share with you, beautiful beings. But yeah, you can use all these too, just for little tucks, tags, papers you can put in for your tucks to write in. Okay, so let's get started. I have this one I want to do first. See, and then if you have scrap, sometimes you don't have scrap. Okay, so if you have an extra piece from your scrap, of course you can use them for your tabs to put them on, okay? But I want to do this die cut, or I want to do this piece. I have Dollar Tree stamps here, okay? This one says, enjoy the little things. And then I have one that has garden. Got the flower. This one goes here. I want to use that flower and garden. So I have garden there. Okay. But all you're going to do, and it doesn't matter. I think this one's 2 inch. I'm not sure. Whatever size you got, that will fit in the envelope. Okay. These just happen to fit in the envelope, so that was good for me. Just take your scrap and put it in there like this. Okay. And if it doesn't fit, of course, trim it down. But we want to start at the bottom, and we're going to fold it up. Just take your envelope and measure where you want your pocket. Put that one right about there, like that. And then you take this. This is going to be your flap that hangs on your envelope, and just bend it so it fits, but it's not too bulky. Hold it down. And if you don't have enough, See, and then put it in there. See if it's like how you like it. Like that. And then, of course, I'm going to cut off some of this. Like that. Okay. Just to show you the size. Okay. It's going to fit in the envelope for a pocket. Like you can put it here, or you could put it here, or you could put a stamp on it and turn it the other way. Whatever you want to do, beautiful beings. I'm just showing you what I'm doing, sharing an idea with you. But I'm going to take this. I don't think I have any. I don't know if I have one, but I'm going to put it in this envelope puncher because I really like how that looks for the top of the pocket. See that? I like that. See, and I have this, I can use that now. Okay, see that? And that. All right, keep our scraps so we know where it is. Our envelope. And then I wanted to take this garden and stamp it across here. And I have this for the other side. I want to stamp in here somewhere. Right there. I have these two colors. I think I'm going to go with, I want this color, but I don't have a ink that's that color. So we're just going to go with these two. See, we have brown on it. So I'm going to take my brushed corduroy from Ranger Distress Oxide. Okay, I'm just going to put some ink in there. And I'm just going to ink up the white where you're going to see in around the edges. I'm just going to take this and it's going to be a nice pretty orange. Make sure it's flat. Right in the middle. And we're just going to ink that right there. This is garden. I'm thinking I want some yellow. I don't know. But I'm going to take this off. Back so I don't lose it. Not only is this great for using up your scraps, it's a great way to play with your new stamps that you haven't played with yet, beautiful beings. Again, these are from Crafter Square Dollar Tree. Okay. And I think I'm just going to stick with these two colors. I didn't want some yellow in there. It's very vibrant. And I'm going to stick it right there. Just doing something simple to show you. In case you don't have double-sided cardstock. Put a flower in there. You could have took a gel pen or something else too and colored a different color in there if you wanted to. I'm just going to use the corduroy and stamp over it. And it doesn't matter if it's right on because it's a flower. It doesn't matter if it's straight right on if it's not in the same spot, because after all, it is a flower. Just one little bit. There we go. Okay. Just so there's two colors in there. And that's what it'll look like. Easy peasy, beautiful beings. Let's get these out of the way. Might as well. See what that looks like. We'll put a pocket, use this for a pocket on the back. Okay. So let's just see if it'll even show up. I might do a little brown. So I might as well bring the corduroy in. I want more orange though. And then I'm just going to go like that once. And hopefully it shows up. Okay, just something real simple. I just wanted to show you just in case you didn't have double-sided cardstock. I'm going to take some glue. This is glitter glue. Just taking a little bit. And it does go out. When you glue it, it just seep into the, center. So I'm just letting you know that. So it makes the pocket a little smaller, but I want to show you this too. I had a whole bunch of these laying here. Let me rip this in half. You want to put something in there so you have a little rise up gap. So when you tuck something in there, you don't have a hard time getting it out. Like this one, I forgot to do that on this one, and this one's kind of hard. Tuck back in and out. See? It's kind of hard. So I have to go like that. And you don't want it. See how the glue goes in more? The glue does. So you don't have that much room to
This tag, I did trim down the edges a little bit more.
Look at that. Now it goes in nice. I just wanted to show you that. That's why I'm putting those in there. Okay? So when you make a tag, it goes in there. I wish I had this color. I don't have this color. I want this color for a tag. Because I thought it would go nicely. But that's why I did that. Okay, beautiful beings. I just don't want you to have the hassle like I did. And then I only have this left, so you could punch this for your tabs up here, for your little circles for tabs. But I'm not going to do that because I want to glue that on the back. So what I'm going to do is take this, and I'm just going to put a punch in there. Hopefully that's in the middle. And then we're going to glue it down. And then if you get some over the edge, just trim it off. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay? And I probably should ink this up just a little bit. So we're going to glue this down. And of course we got to do the bottom so whatever tag or papers we put in there don't fall out. And we're just going to stick that on the bottom, like so. Should straight. Take something, a little scraps, and put them in there so it bows up into the middle a little bit, so we don't have no problems tucking. Just checking the other side to see if anything's sticking out on the edges, and it's not, so it's good. Now seeing I don't have no scrap left over, I'm going to bring this out, and I'm going to pick this one.
Okay, beautiful beings, I'm just fast forwarding because I'm taking too long to pick out which ones I want. But just a reminder, you can use your die cuts and your punchers for your scraps to punch out little embellishments or tabs.
Okay. So if you want, you can take this, ink that up. See, and I inked everything else up. I'll ink this up also.
Want to hear a funny story, beautiful beings? I've been exercising my legs, walking and everything, and exercising my core, but I haven't been doing my arms, and my arms are like, the muscles are like, I don't know, deteriorating, so I'm getting weaker in my arms, so I need to figure out something to do with my arms, exercise wise. So I'm going to tell you a not so funny story, but it is kind of funny because, you know, as we age, we need to build muscle. So anyway, here's the story.
So we're just going to put that in the middle, and then the next day I wanted to pull weeds, and I let my weeds go too long, and I shouldn't have, but I did. And I was trying to pull this weed out, and it was a really, really tall weed. So I'm trying to pull it out, and guess what I did? My collarbone muscle, and underneath the collarbone and on top of the collarbone, I pulled it, and it hurt a lot. And I can't even hold my arm a certain way. So that's why I haven't been making videos. I've been healing my body and starting to walk and doing the lemon and apple vinegar cleanse because I didn't want arthritis to set into it. So I've been walking and doing rehabilitation exercises for that and trying to, you know, keep my shoulder so it's not, or not my shoulder, my muscle underneath my collarbone and on top from tearing again, and I had to have it, let it heal. But there you go. Look at that, beautiful beings. I probably should have put that color on it. It don't matter, but there it is. You got a pocket. Now I have this brown that goes with it. But yeah, I've been just pampering my collarbone so it heals nicely. I have this off-white paper. That in there. I think that would look good on that with a tag. That one's a different color. But yeah, just pick the scraps to kind of match. You don't have to match perfectly. Really don't have anything else that matches at all. Oh, the orange does. I could put an orange tag on the other side. Do I have a bigger one? Yeah, right here. But I have to measure to make sure it's going to fit in this pocket and how tall. So I'm just going to come in a little bit. Okay, and then cut it like right here, but I want to make sure it tucks. Hopefully I can get this straight without using my cutter. This is just construction paper scrap. Let's see if that'll go in there nicely. It will. It's a little tall. So just trim some more off. Or you know what you can do too? Do this. Then you got two other ones. Glue those together with something else. Then come in, go straight. And if the construction paper is too flimsy for you, just cut out two with your die cut and then glue them together. It doesn't matter if it's straight, because I'm just going to make the die cut. There we go. For this side, what were we using? I want to make sure I put these all back so they're not all over the place. I used the wrong one for that. That's right. Then we got this. So let's do it this way because that one will fit nicely. See, it's too wide, even though it's not. See what I mean? The glue comes in. The glue comes in, beautiful things. See? See it come in. See how much that glue comes in? Even if you put it all the way to the edge, it comes in that much. And then your papers don't fit. So let's do it one more time. Straight. There. That fits in there. We want one of these. We'll make this a little skinnier. And taller. So I got papers there, and I'm going to go die cut this. Okay. I just use this die cut. Okay. Easy peasy. And of course, the paper is flimsy. So keep that in mind. I probably could put a different brown one in there. So let's do that. And I'm already making the video long because I'm monkeying around. Okay, beautiful beings, I think you're getting the idea of what I'm doing, so I'm just going to fast forward until I pick out which papers I like. That. And I'll use this die cut. And now I'll use this piece of paper for a bigger die cut. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, that piece is bigger, so I used a whole bunch of different die cuts for that one. And I'm going to put this big one in here. And then I have these two, maybe for something else. Maybe not. Or I can just save them for a different project. Might put that behind that. Oh, if you want it. You don't like that square look. Just trim the edges. Or you can use your corner punch if you don't like this look. Okay, and those are like a lot the same. So I'm going to take this one, put it back here behind it. 'Cause I just think it looks better that way. I'm going to take this lighter one and put it there. So that one's done. Okay. Take your envelope. There we go. It fits, beautiful thing. Okay. And of course you can decorate the envelope if you want. Did I decorate any of these ones? I did this one. Okay. I had extra paper. So I just put a little thing there, tab. And then I just took a piece of scrap paper and put our little circles on it for a tab. Okay, and I put nothing there, of course, because this comes here. I mean, you can. And it goes like that. I don't think I decorated any other ones. No, I didn't. This one, I took the opposite side, put it on this side, and took this opposite side and put it here. Okay. Again, just scrap pieces of paper to write on and a little tag from scrap. Okay. This one, opposite side again. I took this opposite side and glued it up here, and then just put a heart in a piece of scrap I had. I cut it like I just did on the corners, and then I wrote yum. And put 2 pieces of scraps that cut. 2 pieces of scraps down, it matched. See, it matched the colors. And the cardstock, and then I just took a corner punch and corner punched sides in here for this one. Here. And again, this one you have to hold this side so, because it's on top, so the 2 little pieces of paper don't hit the flap. Okay. So if you don't like that idea, just put it on the bottom. Okay, beautiful beings, moving on. So I want to flip this up. I want to bend this over. See how I'm putting it beside it so I know. Just a little bit. Like that. It's not straight. Make sure it's straight, beautiful beings. There we go. That's nice and straight. I thought I had some cut out for this, but I guess I didn't. And then figure out how far up you want this. And this piece of scrap is long enough to make 2, so that's what I decided to do. So I'm measuring it beside the envelope. Line up a little bit more. Right? And then you gotta figure out where you want your pocket. And then you cut it. I want that flower to show. So I'm gonna make it right about there. Okay. Okay, beautiful beings. You've seen me do the first one, so I'm just gonna fast forward slowly. And we're gonna put both of these together. And I'm just gonna punch out the edges on this one and glue it up. Then I'm gonna make another one, and I'm also going to find some paper that matches for our little circles because I have no scrap left over this paper. And then of course I'm going to find papers to go in for the pockets and which ones I want to die cut and which ones are just going to be plain papers.
In here, we didn't have any leftover paper because I used all the paper for 2 of them, so I'm just finding a piece of scrap and punching out some little circles for the tabs. Okay, beautiful beings, I'm going to make 2 more and end this video and make a part 2 for the medium-sized coin envelopes and the large size coin envelopes. My collarbone muscle is really hurting, and I can only sit so long and craft and it's like throbbing, so I overdid it, and I don't want it to go back to where it was when I just had it, healing already. So I'm gonna end it. I'm sorry, I almost didn't upload this video, but I love you guys and I wanted you to see me make these, so I'll just rest and then I'll start another video and upload it another day of the medium and large size coin envelopes. Okay, beautiful beings, I want to show you a little tag I made, and then a piece of paper. And here's a close-up of this, and the back's just plain. Okay, I think they're cute. You can use them for anything. You don't even have to put them in an envelope. You just put them in any journal. You can make them bigger, whatever you want to do. Take these out. Here's a close-up of this one. Closed, open. And then I just made these 2 because they match. See, there's orange in there and there's green. And again, I'm just going to leave them so with no lace or trim on them coming out of the pockets, just so when I do put them in a journal and I have maybe a trim or lace going on, I can continue with that. Okay, I made these 2 little pockets for this one. I'm going to do 2 more. I'll probably fast forward. This one is a cover, front cover from a Stampedia. Okay, and theirs are usually made out of cardstock. So I just trimmed that off, and the other side has double cardstock on the other side of it. So I'm going to use this, okay, for this envelope. And I'm going to sit down and make this for you. Right. This one, I have the back, so I want to make sure the back's not upside down. Okay, I'm going to cut this off right here, just like that. And then I'm going to have to cut the flap off. Maybe like that. Hopefully that was straight. I think it was pretty straight. Let's see how it fits in there. I always check that first. Perfect. Okay, and as you can see, I'm going to have to put something on top of that. But on this one, I want a pocket for the back of this one also. So I'm just going to fast forward and you'll see what I'm doing. I'll fast forward slowly. And then we'll do the Tim Holtz and we'll be done, beautiful beings. Then I decided I was going to put a piece of blue scrap over the top right here, just to cover that up because it's upside down. And then I should have went around it before, but I didn't think of it until after, so I took a glitter pin and went around the whole thing too. It's just a blue glitter pin from Dollar Tree, just to add a little something, especially to cover up where the blue paper that I added meets the already existing paper. And I'm just gluing down the tabs. And here's the glitter marker I'm using. Just go around it. Again, I should have done it before, but I didn't think about it until after. Then I decided I wanted to put a little pocket on our little envelope. So that's what I'm doing here.
Right. So I'm going to set that aside. Then we're going to do this one, and I'm going to take a break. I have this piece for scrap. I have these two tags for that one. I have our tabs. That's how that's going to go. So this one has a line, so I'm just going to follow that line. Hopefully. So it's straight. I'm going to go, I'm going to keep this one square. Then I want one in here. This way. Yeah. Just cut right along the line. Easy peasy. Now this one's not straight. I'm about ready to give up, beautiful beings. There we go. I'm just going to do this. And we're going to glue it. Then we need some, what is that? Put in there. So make sure it's straight. This, tuck it in there, and then push it in. Right. I see this doesn't look straight either. I'm just gonna rip that off. Put them in there too. So you have a nice big fat tuck. Okay. This is not straight.
And at this point, this is when my collarbone muscle is really starting to hurt. That's why I end up ending the video. And plus it's long anyway, beautiful beings.
Let's see what they look like. I want this one outside, I think. Yeah. And this one on the inside. There. And then take this one there. And of course the 7's upside down, so let's turn that.
I just thought this was a cute way to use up your scraps. And a new idea to use your coin envelopes also in all different ways. You can even come up with your own idea what to stick in there, what kind of pocket, or something totally different, beautiful beings. Just sharing ideas with you.
I don't know, there's marks in it. I don't even know how they got there. Is it on the original paper? I'm thinking it is. Right. There we go. Over. There we go. Turn this over. Let's use that. I'm going to make this a little bigger. Try to cut straight. Not having a heck of a good time cutting straight here. Why does it feel like stuff on me? It's on my fingers. I don't know. Alright. This. Here. I'm going to need more things, and I think this one's okay. So I'm going to take these out for that and put these. Put one there. Here. That one. And this one is done. That's how that's going to look. Besides this one, I don't have a tag for that because I wasn't planning on doing that. So back to this one. Glue this down. And put that down. Stick that in there. So we have that. So it goes up. Let's see. And I'm going to have to trim that one after it dries. Let's see. Let's do it now. Oh. A little bit on the bottom. All right. Envelope. I can make a tag out of that. And I'm trying to figure out, let's put that side on that one. I don't think it's long enough though. Let's see. I really want to use this. So let's do this. I'm going to use that one. And this little lace puncher is hard to punch, and this is what got my collarbone muscle even more, and I shouldn't have done it, but I did. So it is what it is. Just put it all the way over there. So I'm just going to glue this side here and the bottom. And just stick that over on the left. So we have a little something there. That. Stick a little tag in there. This one. It's too much brown, so I'm going to stick this one here. And I only need one tag, so I'm going to go make a tag out of this one. Okay, beautiful beings, I'm not making a tag. I'm just going to put it here. In my lace thing, right in the middle, just to make a little design on the top, like that. Okay. Oh, shoot. Let's see. That will fit better in here. And then we put the tag in there. So that one's done. And I think I'm going to end the video and then just make a part 2. So I could put ice on my collarbone muscle. So this is just a piece of writing paper that can go there. Here's a little tag. Here's big tag. Okay. And then put it in there like that. Like that. That's what it looks like. Okay. So I'm just going to edit this video, and it's already long. And I know some of you don't like long videos, so we'll just end it here. Okay. Here's all our little, I'll get some of them out that we made. And I hope you got great ideas for our little mini pocket inserts for our coin envelopes, beautiful beings. You can even put money in these. If you want to make one. It'd probably be better in the medium ones, but I'll do the medium and a large in the next video. Okay, beautiful beings. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful everything.